Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dave's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for Wasteland World. This is my weekly review for this week's episode of Wasteland World Season 2. This is for Season 2, Episode 4, Eye of the Storm. Okay guys, so just going to be doing my weekly review for this week's episode of Wasteland World Season 2. This is for Season 2, Episode 4, Eye of the Storm. So, really awesome episode this week, guys. Really awesome episode. Some crazy moments that definitely completely surprised me, as well as a really great episode, I feel like, for Samson. So, I really have enjoyed this season of Wasteland World. It's sad we only have 2 episodes left, but it seems like they're going to be really exciting episodes. So, very excited for that. Now, this week's episode, we get to focus on 2 different groups. We get to see Samson, of course, and the arena that we get introduced to in this episode, which I'm very excited to talk about. And then we also get to see, which I feel like is something that is just absolutely crazy. We get to see Drexel and Rode and some stuff between them in this episode that I just did not expect to go down. So, in terms of the stuff with, of course, Samson, basically, we get to see in this episode that Samson is, I guess, forced to, with this new group that's kind of arrived. Obviously, he is kind of held captive, and they're using him to fight all of these, really tough people. And it's a very exciting, kind of episode to see him fight all these people. And Samson killed it in this episode. I mean, he absolutely did. The fight scenes were great. And even to the point in this episode where it comes to him versus this other guy that apparently is, like, one of their best. And he wants to get back to apparently his family. So in doing that, Samson and him kind of make a plan together to kind of, fight to the death, but make it look like he died so then they can kind of get away when the time is right. And they kind of make a plan to get out of there together. So Samson and this other guy now are going to get out, and this guy wants to basically get back to his family. So we get to see that play through, and obviously now they ran out and they're trying to get out. And obviously at the end of the episode, unfortunately, we get to see that that's going to be a bit of a challenge because they do unfortunately get caught, and we're going to have to see kind of what happens next week as a result of that. But in terms of all the fight scenes and stuff like that, I thought it was really great to see Samson kind of go at it against a lot of them. He had some good tricks in there too. Going up the steps and just coming down, and I just, man, it was a really exciting fight scene that they had with him, and he had multiple those in this episode as well, which was really exciting. Now we get to see Drexel in this episode, and of course Rode. Now obviously after the huge deaths last episode, we saw a lot of stuff, but man, I mean, this episode for Rode, he was savage for this one. I mean, honestly, I'm sorry, but this was a really crazy death. So we get to see Rode kill, basically, spoiler warning, Drexel's brother, and I just could not believe it. And honestly, am I the only one that's sitting here actually feeling bad for Drexel when he comes upon the grave? I'm just like, man, I actually feel bad for, Drexel. I didn't think I would, and maybe I feel wrong feeling bad for Drexel, but I just am not a big Rode fan right now. I really don't like his character. He's really starting to get on my nerves. And I really did like a lot of kind of what they were doing with how Rode is going to, I guess, kind of do it to where he's going to, kind of get revenge. So he's going to leave the grave of his brother at the same exact spot that, he found Lucky and his people back in the season 1 finale. So he is getting, like, pretty much, revenge 100% by doing this. And, that's kind of, Drexel's kind of, that's his brother. So it's obviously going to really, kind of mess him up. But it's just the way the scene happened. And specifically, I got to say, the way everything was shot in this episode with the flashbacks and the black and white, and how, kind of comes to what happens now and stuff with, his brother, the flashbacks that were shown there as he comes upon the grave, it was just insane. Honestly, it was an insane scene and a really crazy one. So, yeah, his brother is killed, and just the reaction out of that, and just, I thought that when Rode would finally get revenge, I thought it would be something that would be very, exciting and very, rewarding to see. But no, guys, I don't know. The way this is written, am I the only one that feels like Rode is kind of in the wrong here, to be honest? I don't know. I mean, he did, it is justified to an extent, absolutely. But I just feel like Rode is so just going off the deep end this season, honestly, and I just am not a fan of it. Now, I would have to say, at least in terms of this season, and specifically after this episode, I would say my favorite character in the show right now is Samson. I just think he's more kind of level-headed, and I really have been enjoying enjoying his character a lot, specifically in this episode. Road is just not my kind of character right now. He is not what I want to see, for a lead. And he's kind of like Walter White. He starts off as one guy, and right now he's like someone totally different. So, that's a good comparison. Walter White from Breaking Bad is kind of what Road is turning into right now. It's just, he's selfish. He's really not listening to anybody. He's not considering any other ideas from his brother Samson or anything like this. And just the way he took action in this episode, and just, I don't know, I felt bad for Drexel. I really did in this episode. And it's just kind of unexpected for me to feel bad for Drexel. I just didn't expect to see that. So I'm going to give this week's episode a 9 out of 10. We'll have to see how Samson and this guy get away. Obviously, they're trapped in this, location after the arena fights and stuff, but how are they going to get out? They're completely surrounded right now. And obviously, also, just where are you guys at with Road after this, obviously the death of, Drexel's brother? What do you guys think? Do you think Road did the right thing? Because I do not. I don't think that Road did the right thing in this episode. So, 9 out of 10 for this week. Very, very much enjoyed this episode. I definitely want to hear from you guys. Write your comments in the comment section below. If you guys are new here, click to subscribe and start sending my videos for Wasteland World. Follow Dance Walking Reviews on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another video for Wasteland World. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.